when Karen and David, the owners over here, Karen and David, woo! So they approached me about hosting early on when this started up, and I remembered a visit I had had to this shop many years earlier, maybe 10 years ago. So I was planning a Thanksgiving dinner that I have with all of my friends, and I was with a small child, a friend's daughter, and we came in to get some flowers to decorate the table. And Karen so graciously took this little girl and brought her downstairs. And she took her to the basement, and down in the basement, I don't know if you know this, but there is a room right below us that is filled with flowers, right underground. There's this stash of beauty. There's this vibrant burst of color, and they're just waiting. And so when I think about tonight, I can't help but think of the parallel, that there's poetry in this community and people with voices and just a riot of color just waiting to come up into the windows. And we're here tonight and we're doing it, and that makes me just so happy to see and so honored that you've chosen to be here tonight, because I know there's so many things that could pull our attention away, but you said no, I want to come hear poetry on a cold Thursday night. So you're keeping alive that oral tradition that's so very old and so important to our culture.
I wish I was a Sacre-Cœur tulip, red. I would watch the lovers, the painters, even the tourists with my black eyes. At night, I wouldn't shut my petals like tulips are supposed to. I'd get drunk on moonlight, dance alone to the music of the street. I wouldn't shut my heart like so many people do. I'd kiss every foot that passed by.
Nina's lilacs. The white ones Dad brought Mommy in the rain. The deepest purples permeating the streets to PS 99. The light ones almost blue, that grew near the sun porch on Corning Street. Can the scent of flowers break your heart? A rabbit in the road, brazen, looking at me with defiant curiosity. The sound now of traffic, and an unexpected wall of Chinese trees wearing star-shaped flowers, the tint of bisque. And then the gate. I pause against the cool iron and imagine that if I turn, it will all have vanished. A Twilight Zone moment, Brigadoon. Gone until I, and only I, return to bring it back. I step beyond and dare to look. It's still there, of course, in evening sun. And I walk home, unrecognized and unrecalled, transformed, like Lot's wife.
Flowers are all you remember before and after. A deathbed fills up with bottles of booze. I left 2 wakes months before they happened. Tripped on so many damn words I had to start running to catch up and show my face. Stopped drinking and smoking, my lungs and liver too mud to challenge myself to stop it. Every form of abuse ceased till I bled it out. All the forms of hate I had no way of transferring to life. My eyes were dark. They looked tired. They probably still do. But each time a congregation of sobbing faces rose, roses in hand, rushing towards the spouse or the son or the daughter never far from an annual visit, were perennials and palms, always returning in the spring, from another black tie fair, back to lay down with death, sitting next to another half-empty, bedridden, soul-torn mother of 2 lives past the one she's originally had. Her eyes remind me of the men she has lost.
I would rather have a little rose from the garden of a friend than flowers strewn around my casket when my days on earth must end. I would rather have a living smile from one I know is true than tears shed round my casket when this world I bid adieu. Bring me all the flowers today, whether pink or white or red. I would rather have one blossom now than a truckload when I'm dead.
Forsythia. I'm tired of all this beauty. Forsythia blooming as if to apologize for the long, hard winter. Soon the kids will hide behind the trees growing along the fence line. They will hide and I will seek them through the thin flush of color, skinny arms and legs transformed by laughter in the numb drum of spring. Those yellow branches wave to me, call me to child's play, but something in me refuses. Even when the wind knocks the buds to the ground without grace in the inexact language of April.
Dried roses hang on the wall. How beautiful, when all hung in a straight line. Oh, how many secrets they must hold. The sun is setting, the lake, so peaceful. How it'd be a shame to disturb it. I look around. No one. Slipping off my summer dress, I can feel 100 eyes staring. Water engulfs me, just for a moment, in our small cottage.
Is it better to give than receive, to present the bouquet, or scurry off for the vase? Which one to cradle the display, long stem or short, beveled edge or splay? Little ones from little ones, violets, buttercups, dandelions. Yes, dandelions from children, so precious a gift grown-ups forget they are weeds, but good to receive. Colors sparkle in the cut crystal, light heavy with flora and water. Stem snipped at angles only, sipping straws for the blooms that mark the occasion, or just because it is good to receive.
Cuttings by Theodore Redka. This urge, resurrection of dry sticks, cut stems struggling to put down feet. What saint strained so much, rose on such lopped limbs to a new life? I can hear underground that sucking and sobbing. In my veins, in my bones, I feel it. The small waters seeping upward, the tight grains parting at last. When sprouts break out, slippery as fish, I quail, lean to beginnings, sheath wet. Thank you.